To open your workflow execution history in n8n, click the Executions option in the left-hand navigation menu. This immediately brings up a complete log of every time any of your automations have run, showing you the status, start time, and duration for each one. Simply clicking on any single execution opens a detailed read-only view of that exact workflow run, letting you trace the data through every single node. That full history is your most powerful tool for understanding what your automations are actually doing. Every time a workflow triggers, whether it's on a schedule, through a webhook, or when you click execute manually, n8n saves a complete record. This includes every piece of data that went in and out of each node, the time each step took, and crucially any error messages if something went wrong. Instead of guessing why a customer wasn't emailed or why a spreadsheet row wasn't updated, you can check the exact execution record and see the data that arrived, the expression that ran, and the exact moment it failed. Once you are on the executions page, take a moment to look at the columns in the list. The most important one is the status column. You will see success when everything ran perfectly, error when a node failed, running if it is still processing, waiting if a pause node is holding the workflow, and cancelled if you or a time limit stopped it. Getting into the habit of scanning this list first thing in the morning or after making changes to a workflow immediately tells you if a critical automation is broken. For example, if you have a daily report that should always show a green success status, a red error entry stands out instantly and tells you exactly which workflow to investigate first. If your workspace has many workflows and executions, using the filter and search options is essential. Click the filters button to narrow the list down. You can choose to show only failed executions or only executions from a specific project. The search bar, when available, lets you type the exact name of a workflow to see only its history. This turns a wall of hundreds of entries into just the few you actually care about. Sorting the list by duration is especially useful if you are trying to find slow automations. Sorting longest first will immediately show you which workflows are taking an unusually long time to finish. When you click on an execution marked error, n8n shows you the workflow canvas exactly as it looked during that specific run. This is a critical point. You are not looking at the live current version of the workflow. You are looking at a historical snapshot. So even if you have since edited the workflow and fixed the problem, this view still shows the old node configurations and data from that moment. Start at the trigger node and click on it. Look at the Output tab. This shows you exactly what data entered the workflow at the start. Then click the next node and continue following the path. When you get to the node that has a red error badge, click it and read the message in the output pane carefully. It will often say something like invalid credentials, node returned an error, or expression did not return a string. Read that exact error text. It is the direct clue to the solution. Do not just glance at it. Copy the key phrase into your notes. To get even more insight, compare a successful execution with a failed one for the same workflow. Open the successful execution first and look at the data flowing through the node that later failed. Then open the failed one and look at that same node. Often the problem is a small difference in the incoming data, a field that was an empty string instead of a number, a date format that was different, or a Boolean value that was true instead of false. Seeing those two versions side by side is one of the fastest debugging techniques you can learn. Also pay attention to execution duration. If a node that usually takes 2 seconds suddenly took 30 seconds and then failed, a slow API response or a timeout was likely the cause. After you understand the problem, the fix is clear. Go back to the workflow editor, open the workflow, and make your correction. It could be updating an expired credential, fixing a typo in an expression, changing a field mapping, or adjusting a condition. Save the workflow, then click Execute Workflow to run it again immediately. After it finishes, go back to the executions page, find that newest execution and open it. Verify that every node now shows a green success status. Review the output of the previously failing node to confirm the data looks correct. This verification step is what separates a quick patch from a reliable fix. Finally, make checking this page a routine part of your workflow management. You don't need to obsess over every single run, but after updating any credential, adding a new node, changing an API call, or editing an expression, go to the executions page and review the first few runs. Also get into the habit of checking the duration of your workflows. A workflow that completes successfully in 5 seconds is fine, but if it suddenly starts taking 2 minutes to finish, something has changed, and an expensive API call or an unoptimized loop might be slowing things down. Your execution history is your automation's memory. Use it to learn what works, what breaks, and how your data transforms, and you will build automations that you can trust to run themselves.